What's up guys, thank you for checking out this video. My name is Kevin with Nia Auto Design, and today we're going to be installing the new Nia Sleek Splitter on this new Ford Mustang. Stay tuned. Alright, so first things first, when you purchase the Nia Splitter, you have two options. One with fins and one without fins, which means this would be nice and flat. Alright, so some advantages of purchasing a real Nia Splitter is that one, is made out of ABS plastic, so it's nice, strong, durable. Two, when we designed this, we designed it to mount up with your factory bolts. And three, all your support screws, all the holes are already pre-drilled. And one good thing about this is that if you order with the fins, we actually bend them up so it's nice, tough, durable, and you get this nice, cool, rough side texture. The advantage of using an ABS plastic to make these splitters is that it can actually hold its own weight. Unlike urethane and other materials, ABS will not work with the heat. ABS is also sturdy but flexible enough to take hits on the road without cracking. With the purchase of the Nia Splitter, you're going to receive all your support screws. For this installation, you're going to need a stubby Phillips screwdriver, a 7mm socket, and we recommend an angle driver for a quick installation. Now, if you do get the rods already come assembled with the washer on one end and the screw on the other end. To install this, you're going to need a 7mm wrench and an 8mm wrench. Alright guys, first things first, you want to wipe the bottom of your car, make sure there's no rocks or anything stuck underneath. Alright guys, always think safety first. If you're going to jack up the car, use jack stands for safety. In this case, we're going to use the angle driver, so we'll just creep up underneath. Alright guys, if you notice, there's a few pre-drilled holes on the car already. The ones in the back, those are for your factory bolts. So what you're going to do is you're going to get your 7mm socket and start removing them. In this case, we're going to use the angle driver with the little adapter just to make it quicker. Once you locate this factory bolts, get the 7mm socket and start removing. Alright guys, this is when you get a friend or family member to help you align the splitter. What you're going to do is use the same factory holes that we provided to you with the same factory bolts and just basically install it holding them up. Let's get started. Alright guys, now that the splitter is being held up with all the factory bolts, make sure this is still loose. This is when you start putting the support screws, and then grab your angle driver and then just start drilling in through the pre-drilled holes right into the bumper. And this is very important, make sure you only drill them halfway because the drill is powerful, and if you do it all the way, you might over tighten and strip the bumper and just have a loose screw in there. When you start driving, you have to make sure that it's tight, because if it's not tight, the splitter will be loose. Alright guys, so be very careful. Let's get started. Alright guys, now that the support screws are in halfway, everything's still kind of loose. This is when we're going to start tightening all the factory bolts. Let's get started. Alright, when you purchase the rods from us, you're going to see two different ends. One end has a washer and the other end has a screw. The screw end is going to self-tap into the bumper, while the washer end is going to go through the pre-drilled holes on the actual splitter. So let's get started with these. Once the bottom's in place, time to do the top. In order to do the top, we have to release this bolt right here and get the bracket in place to self-tap the screw into the bumper. Alright, so now that everything's in place, you can adjust the rod by turning it, and just make sure you turn it to the right size, and then we're just going to put everything back together. Once everything is in place, you're going to tighten both nuts, and this is to tighten the rod in place. Just grab your 8mm, and then grab one on top, grab one on the bottom, and you tighten. Now that everything's in place, time to tighten everything up, the two Phillips screwdrivers and the little nut on the bottom. Let's do it. All right guys, the rods are in place. Time to hand tighten all the support screws. Get your stubby screwdriver and hand tighten them. By hand tighten them, you prevent over tighten them and stripping the bumper. All right guys, once everything's tight, you are good to go. Thanks again for watching this video. Please check out our website for this and many other products that we have for the new Ford Mustang. And if you have any questions, just comment below. Thanks again.